I wish to take my text out of the third chapter, the third verse rather, and one of the last phases. God testifying of His gifts. And now for my subject is found in the first chapter, the first verse rather, pardon me. The first verse, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. This day that we're living in is such a day of unsettled peace and unsettled rest everywhere. People are running to and fro, seeking whatever they may seek. Most anybody can get a following, no matter what they teach or think. Somebody will listen to them. And it's a day that the prophets spoke of. People, when they're hungry, they'll eat from anywhere. If children and people are starving, they'll eat from a garbage can that wants to eat from a nice table. But if they're hungry, they'll eat somewhere. So I think real true ministers of the gospel ought to be up and going, ought to be giving the people the right things, meat in due season. Now, this subject of mine, as I have testified to you that I am not a preacher, I just merely have the gift of divine healing, which I humbly say it comes from God. I have nothing to do with it coming. It was foreordained of God years and years ago. I had nothing to do with it brought. That is a keynote to the Scripture. Faith. He that cometh to God must believe that He is, and a rewarder of those who diligently seek Him. Without faith, it is impossible to please God. This world was made by faith. Things were shaped in existence by faith. God just seen that dewdrop hanging out there in the air, that whatever you want to call it, and He just spake and said, "Let there be light," and there was light, and then He brought the land forth and dried it off and so forth. That was all done by an act of faith with God. The whole world is made by faith. You're here tonight by faith. Many of you told your employer you'd be back tomorrow to work. How do you know you will? You told your wife, "I'll be home after service." How do you know you will? You told a person maybe to come a cab to pick you up at 11 o'clock. How do you know you'll be here? You may be in eternity before 11 o'clock tonight. See, it's all by faith. Everything's by faith. Now, so many people speak of this subject, faith, and know so little of it. Now listen, friends, I love you and I want you to see this. There's so many people speak of faith, doesn't know one principle of faith. Now, you're together, and we may never all meet again this side of eternity, but if I had a place where we could be together and I could gradually bring the thing up to where you'd be able to see it plainer than what you will now, because many of you are going to think, and many will get the wrong impression of me tonight when I'm trying my best to get this to you, and you'll think it's self-exaltation, but it is not, my lovely friend. It's for your benefit if I can just get you to see what God has done for you. Now, many people come through the line and they say, "Oh, I have faith to be healed." And friends, when they pass by, I know they haven't enough faith to cure a toothache. That's right. And some of them coming through with a cancer and say, "I have faith to be healed." They do not have faith. The scripture lesson tonight said faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. See, it's a substance. It's something direct, something that you really have, not something that you imagine, something that you think you have, but it's some direct, positive act that you have. You see what I mean?